Hello! Not much this week. I spent a lot of Saturday morning, decided I wanted to sew, so I shuffled through my cloth and decided, okay, I was going to sew a shirt. So I pulled out the shirt pattern that I sewed a lot, like 12 years ago, and I've been trying to grade it up to the size I am now, and I think I finally got that worked out. And then I picked out the cloth that I wanted, and I started pinning the pattern pieces to the cloth, and then I decided I don't want to sew this shirt. So then I went back through my patterns and started picking through all my shirt patterns, and I decided on the shirt pattern that I wanted to sew, and then I went back through my cloth and started picking out of my cloth, and at that point I just kind of lost the inclination to sew that at all, because I had cut out some t-shirts a few days earlier that I hadn't sewn yet. So I went ahead and I sewed up one of those t-shirts. The other one is still on the ironing board behind the camera. So most of my Saturday was spent plotting and planning things I want to sew. But I did get the sleeve thingies made for Stella's accidental RPG party member outfit. See, I did get the button, the closure. The button on this side has a jump ring on the top and a jump ring on the bottom to connect the chain to. Is this even in camera? So when I've seen this kind of closure in the past, the chain is just on a single jump ring that's connected to like the bottom of the button, but that like would have it coming from a point on this side into a loop over there. So I thought by putting the jump ring, now the sun's out, putting the jump ring on the bottom and jump ring on the top and attaching the ends of chains to each of that it would be more even instead of coming to like a point over here. It looks closer to that. But the thing that I sewed on Saturday were these super simple arm covers. I never know what these things are called. Arm warmers doesn't sound quite right, although it's yes, going to leg warmers. And arm sleeves, it's like, well, where else do sleeves go? So, but I made some. There's no elastic up here. I just folded it over and zigzagged, and obviously I used some more of this trim and some lace on the bottom here. It's flared out because, well, I can take off Stella's big hands. I'd rather not, so it's big enough to fit over her hands. And a little asymmetry, just cut a strip of some random other gray knit that I have. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I could make a sack or a bag for her to carry too, but this is like getting really complicated for a project that I didn't know I was going to do when I started it. So just soon, hopefully, I will get outside with her. Maybe Friday. I think it's supposed to be nice on Friday, and the husband will be home because Friday's his weekday off of work. So I don't have to worry about locking the house up when I go outside to take pictures of dolls. So maybe Friday I will go outside among the trees, the little trees, and the little scrubby tree line back behind the house and take pictures. And hope I don't drop her like face first into the dirt or anything because I'm clumsy. So that's really all the doll sewing that I have done. I did do more work on this reroute. I put another hour and a half in, bringing it like to 4 hours total. I have probably another hour I can finish this up. And if I want to do a part, that'll be another hour beyond that. But since my whole intent is to just curl off her hair, I don't think I'm going to worry about a part. I don't know. We'll see. And the reason it takes me so long is the method that I use is the anchor thread method. And the way that works is I take my heavy doll needle and I stick it eye first into the head. Let's see if I can kind of show. Alright, it helps to stick it point first in to make the hole a little bit larger. Turn around, stick it eye first in, and then stick it and yes, it usually takes me this long to do. So it comes out, then I take the thread and I twist it so it forms this little loop that I can put the loop through the hole of the needle. Then you pull that out so the loop of thread comes out, and then you take the hair and put it like in this loop of thread, fold it over in half, and then you pull the thread so it pulls the end, the loop, the center of the hair, the fold, just inside the head. And then you do that a couple hundred times and you have the reroot. When I'm really in the flow, it can take, it's about a minute per rooting hole. And yeah, I know that's one of the slower ways to do reroots, and it might not be as secure as the knot method, but I feel more secure with it than I do with the tension method. Also, you can put less hair per hole in than you do with the tension method, although I'm giving her a lot of hair because I want to have big curls. But just for me, since I like to curl, so that involves a lot of tugging on the head afterwards and a lot of dunking in water, and I don't want things to come loose like glue would, water-based glue at least. Of course, you know, if you use the oil-based glue like Mattel does, it starts seeping out the, wicking out the hair out the rooting holes in the head. Sorry, I'm thinking too far ahead about all the stuff I don't have. I have all the fact that I don't have much to talk about today. So anyway, this anchor thread method is my preferred method of rerooting because I can be a little rough on the head afterward when I'm styling the hair. So I also shuffled through like just dolls and bodies. And this clone head that I thrifted recently, I put on this Liv body. It's not the best color match. She is more of an 80s orange color, and I do have some articulated Barbie bodies, like old gymnast Barbie bodies that match this color better. But they have the flat feet. And Liv feet are hard enough to find shoes that fit, but it's easier to find shoes that fit than it is on the flat feet. So for now, I mean, she's not attached. She just resting on this because I do want to reroot this eventually. And first I thought, well, this is great. I can use this blue that I got from Alex Dalton because it goes pretty well with the blue of her makeup. Am I holding her close enough? See her bright blue eyebrows and bright blue lashes. But then I thought, no, I have this orange I got from Beetleboo a while ago too that goes really well with her lipstick. So I will probably end up doing a mix of the orange and the blue because her lipstick and eye makeup is this orange and the blue. Eventually, I will say though, because this is a clone doll, I could be good and add more rooting holes to it to give her fuller hair, but if I reroot her hair as given, it's going to be pretty quick because there aren't a lot of holes in this head. But I will probably end up being good and filling in where there are currently no rooting holes. Or maybe I will just, another option is I could just root it where it is now and then like flock the sides and back of her head like she has massive undercut. I don't know, like I said, it'll probably be a while before I get to this because I have a lot of other dolls waiting around to possibly be rerooted. Eventually. And oh, I did this a while ago. The clothes that I got when Fenby JD, thanks again, sent the box of dolls. This dress was made to fit an older style Barbie body, so I very successfully put it on this curvy body. And yeah, it fits fine in the back, it's just the Velcro's not the best Velcro, so it looks gappy, but it's not gappy. And then this is a Groovy Girls sweater, coat, jacket, robe thing. So it's not meant to go on a fashion doll, but that doesn't stop me. Suddenly become aware of how bad my posture is, sorry. So I thought the colors went pretty well with the dress because the colors are sort of, there's purple in the jacket and purple's in the dress. So just a quick redress for this doll. And then like the only other doll thing I have done, oh, I got stands for not all of my BJDs had stands that were the correct size or even stands at all. So now Valeska has a stand that's clipped around her waist instead of kind of precariously holding onto her thigh. And my as yet uncustomized and unrenamed Mika can stand now instead of sitting on a chair. So, not exciting to talk about, not exciting to show, but it's another doll thing I did. And then the other thing I did was I took the wig from that Create a Monster skeleton set that I opened up to use some of the limbs on that broken Ever After High body that got the Ibitsu head that I haven't done anything else with yet. And I trimmed the peg out of the inside of that wig and I put it on this old vintage souvenir doll slash Barbie, gymnast Barbie body hybrid that I'd done a while ago. It's not a great color match, but this is just a silly doll that I think is fun, and I like her the most that I have liked her. This is her third wig, and each time I'm finding a slightly better wig to give her. So this has a really soft fiber, even for Mattel hair. So I like it. I like this on her because her yellow eyes and red lips, so you have red, yellow, blue. And another way that you know that I had fun and liked this doll is that she's in an outfit where her big flat gymnast feet, which have a lot of limitations as far as what shoes they can wear, but the I think the shoes actually make complete sense with this outfit. These are all pull-up shoes and work well, excuse me. Anyway, so I was saying these are pull-up shoes from the very first pull-ups, which had the largest feet, using the marmot bodies. So usually when I'm dressing a doll on a gymnast body and I get to her shoes, it's like, I don't have anything that fits these flat feet, and the colors are so limited, and just put her in something. And like my doll back in there that you can't really see, the purple doll with the purple skin, she's like always wearing the same pair of black gymnast body flats because those are her shoes. She's not letting those shoes go to anybody else because it's so hard to find shoes for these feet. But again, I say I like this doll. You proves that I like this doll because she's wearing shoes that make sense. So I dressed her in a way that actually compensated for the gymnast body, which I don't always do that with these flat feet gymnast bodies. It's my brain. But that's it for doll stuff. Husband and I last Friday did make a run to Target, and Target is starting to set out Halloween stuff. This is the only Halloween stuff I've gotten this year so far. And these were in the dollar section. So these are really cheaply made, and I have actually touched up some chip paint and reglossed the black cat. I had iridescent sparkles on the eek, but since it's not paint, it was just like iridescent glitter glue. It just peeled right off, so I might redo that. I might not. I have purple and pink sparkles I could put on. I'm babbling now, aren't I? 'Cause I don't have anything. The only other impulse, I went thrifting, and last weekend was first Saturday of the month when everything in the store is half off, so it was really picked over this week, so nothing there. And so when I went to my regular visit to Aldi, they had these some home decorating special buys that had been there long enough unpurchased that they got marked down, so I picked up a starlight. I'm tilting it because I know from playing with it that the lights are actually more magnified and brighter from the angle. So this amused me. I don't know if I'll work this into doll pictures at any point or not. But I did have it on last night. My kiddo came in and said, "Hey, I want that." It's like, no, it's mine. But they still had some that were hashtags or peace signs, and he said that if I wouldn't mind, he would like a hashtag. So he doesn't ask for toys much anymore, except for every once in a while a Lego set. Mostly he's just watching YouTube and video games. So I don't mind buying him silly home decorating stuff, and I don't mind the fact that he asked for silly home decorating stuff, because that's the kind of family we are. Alright, thanks for watching another weird video of me being weird with my weird dolls, and we're all weird together. Thanks, bye.